We're dog sitting, so we have a puppy here. You gonna stay over there now? Oh my gosh. I have tried to record this video so many times. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I cannot talk. So we're gonna try this one more time, and this is just gonna be it. So if I am just stumbling over all my words, whatever. Okay, so hi, my name is Emily. I am a children's book illustrator, and I do other kinds of illustration and design stuff, all that good stuff, but mostly children's books. And if you watch my other videos, I talk about, the process of getting those things published and what the print quality was like and everything. And I have many more of those to come because I have lots of books that I have not recorded a video for yet. But today, I wanted to talk about something different from that because I made this low content book. It's the first low content book that I have ever attempted, and I just wanted to talk about the process of making that and why I made it and the quality of the print and all that stuff, because as you can see, this is a hardcover. Super exciting. I know KDP offering the hardcover prints now, and I gotta say they are great. And I suspect someday in the hopefully near future they'll be offering hardcover prints for books that are less than 80 pages, or what is it, like 76 pages or something like that. So anyway, not a problem for this book because as you can see, it's pretty big. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is what is this book and why did I make it? This is a password keeper, account keeper journal thing. I don't know, account keeper. My mom and I decided that we really needed something like this because she was struggling to keep track of all of the accounts and passwords and all those things that she has, because she's the one that does that for her and my dad, and I'm the one that does that for my family. So I'm like, yeah, that would probably be a really good idea to have something that keeps all that stuff in one place, where I can easily find it, because it was getting to a point where remembering all of my passwords was getting insane. Like I just couldn't. It was crazy. So we decided to make this together. I did all the design and I created all the files and everything, but I checked in with her to make sure that it had all of the elements that were needed. The other really nice thing about this book is not just for my own memory, but in case anything ever happens to me or my mom, we have this here and people can look at it and figure out, what can get into our accounts, who need to get into our accounts. So that just makes that whole process easier. And it's a little bit morbid, but it's truth. It's the truth. So this is here now for whoever needs it in my family, of course. And I can feel a little bit, at ease in that sense, So yeah, awesome book, very useful. It has a purpose. That's why I wanted to make it. I'm not super interested in making low content books that are just notebooks or journals or something like that. I want it to have a purpose. So this was great because my mom needed something, I needed something, so we made it. So cool. There's the reason for that. I wasn't planning on making a bunch of money off of this or anything, but if you are interested in making low content books, I highly suggest, instead of just trying to make something that's very generic, make something that has a specific purpose, and then at least you or somebody it'll solve a problem of theirs and they will hopefully use it. Because I don't know, yeah. Purpose. I like things to have a purpose. So anyway, moving on. The cover. Disclaimer, I did not do this art. This was art that I found online that I was allowed to use, and I just didn't have time to do the illustration for this. This was a very quick project. I wanted it to be done in a week. I think I finished it in a week, with the few minutes that I had to work on it. So I just didn't have time to illustrate it. I do plan to eventually create a new cover for it that is my own illustration, but at the moment I just don't have time for that, and that's fine. So I just found this and I put it together. And then the title, Keep It Together, a notebook to remember. The idea here was that this has a lot of like private information in it. So we didn't want it to be super obvious, and we didn't want it to just say password keeper, so people wouldn't be like, oh, hey, I don't know. How often are you going to invite somebody into your house that you don't trust and not be like monitoring them? I guess that's not a very common thing, but still, I came up with this cute title, Keep It Together, a notebook to remember. I just thought it was cute. Yeah, I don't know, it was fun. So made that, designed this cover for it, just has a black spine, nothing crazy. And in the back here, you'll see that there is a logo here that says Lazy Daisy. That is the name that Nick and I are going by for our low content stuff. We're not putting it with Moonforest Studios, which is our other illustration company. So different name there, Lazy Daisy. Yeah, but you can still find this under my name, Emily Wederick, if you search on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description as well. Yeah, so the next thing, it is a hardcover, a glossy hardcover, which looks really, really nice. You can see that clearly, but it's lovely. The quality of this print is fantastic. I mean, the binding is really nice. It's just, it is a very nice book. Amazon, KDP, they have really upped their quality of their prints. Like, it's just, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just really nice. We have tested one out that was also the matte cover, and I don't have a sample of that for you today, but you really can't go wrong with either one. If you are interested in trying a matte cover or a glossy cover, it's not going to be bad either way. The matte cover is, I mean, this one is really, you know, it has that smooth, glossy feel. I don't know how to explain it, but the matte cover is almost more like velvety feeling and looking. It's really nice. A very sophisticated look. So again, can't go wrong. Pebbles, you're okay. So yeah, cover, fantastic. And you'll also notice that I have this lovely ribbon here. That is something that I added myself because I thought it would be nice. I don't know. If you open up the spine like this, there is a gap between the spine and the pages, where the pages are bound. And I just put some super glue on the ribbon, stuck it in there, and made sure that I glued it to the outer spine side, the cover side, not the pages side. And now I have this lovely ribbon to use, and it just looks fancy. It's real fancy. So yeah, that's the cover of this thing. And then the interior. So for the interior, like I said, I spoke with my mom a lot about the things that she needed, and I created this layout here. So very simple. It has just the lines, and then I put the entry spaces here. It has a lot of different spaces. You don't need to use all of them for each entry. Obviously, you just use them for, you just use whatever you need. I have ones that are literally just the name of the account and the password, or the PIN number. That's a thing too sometimes. And then you'll see that there's a notes side here. And the reason that the notes is on this side is because when you put in an entry, you would actually use the back side of that page for this entry. The reason for that is because now if I don't need this entry anymore for whatever reason, I can just rip the whole page out and it doesn't affect anything. Oh yeah, really quick. We did cream pages on this one. I have something kind of white here to compare that to, but it isn't a huge difference. I mean, but the cream pages are nice. No complaints there. And I just did all black ink. I didn't do anything fancy with colors because that does increase the price. Even if it's just like a line in color, if you select full color, it changes the price entirely. So we didn't worry about anything like that. Yeah, so entries, and you'll see each one has a page number. The reason for that is because I also created this index that is totally like fillable by you, and It has all the page numbers in there. Well, every other page number, because that's where your entry page is, where you would just put in the name of your entry, and if you decide to rip out that page, you could just cross it out on here and it won't change anything in your index. The organization is all still exactly the same, and I was like, I need something to make this really easy and will work no matter how you delete things in here. So yeah, so like I said, this book has already come in handy a ton. I've already used about a third of it. There are 312 pages, I believe, with a couple of extra pages in the back that are just for writing notes or whatever you want. And wait, 12, 13, 14, 314 pages with 140 150-ish entry pages. Sorry, math. It's been a while. I used to know all the exact numbers, but this has been made for a little while and I just haven't been able to make a video about it. So lots of entry pages. I've already used about a third of it. It is, again, helping me a ton. It was getting very difficult to remember everything I needed to remember for all of the things that I needed to remember them for. So this has been helping a lot. And yeah. Oh, last thing, the way that I made this, what program that I used to make this, it was Affinity Publisher. You can make these on a free program, I believe. I used Affinity Publisher because I'm not a fan of subscription service art programs. So Affinity has a lot of really good features. I've had no issues with them, really. Yeah, Affinity Publisher. It was like 46 bucks when I bought it, and it's a one-time purchase thing. They have a few other programs. I have not tried their other two programs, Affinity Designer and Affinity... I can't remember what the other one is. But yeah, I haven't used those two. Publisher has been working great for me. It's what I have used so far to create the files for all of my books. I use it in place of Adobe InDesign. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that they don't have that is a bit of a bummer is they don't have the ability to export as an EPUB, but hopefully they will sort that out in the future. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much for listening. Check out this low content book if you are interested. If you need a password keeper, it's been incredibly handy. Yeah, and like and comment and subscribe if you would like to. If you have any questions about low content stuff, please ask. If I forgot to say something that you are interested in knowing about, just let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. I think I finally did it. I think I finally recorded one that was good enough. Finally. All right. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you next time. Bye.